Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Commanders and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east, and we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
These preseason games, Mike, they can be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the reps. You just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, to potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Washington. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. That one complete to Brian Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And in motion is Brown. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were... He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Slot man in motion left. And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense.
Done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the...
That one, taken in. Harry McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Penei Nwanwu now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Second and a yard.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. He's going to run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the rookie from Western Kentucky, Malachi Corley. First catch for him.
Play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Nice run here on second down, inside the 5 with more options. Here's Taylor. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their second possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's Osborne with the grab. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays. And
oh, he pumps up the football. But he'll gather it back in. 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commander's first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Michael Carter. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw is Taylor. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Taylor. He'll get this to Irvin Charles. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
Taylor looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Allen. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They go back to Allen. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Another run, and again, it's Allen. Wow! It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
He keeps it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll get this complete to Gibson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here comes Allen. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing, Taylor. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Looking for Malachi Corley. And it's going to be third down. To throw is Taylor. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the...
For the Jets field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They go zone read here on 3rd and short. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now, Taylor. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Allen. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And and we can see the results.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets are on top. It's now 10-7. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll run again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
A run here. It's Chris Rodriguez. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Now here comes the screen to Rodriguez. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This to potentially earn a tie. This one is on target, and it is good. And that will tie this one up, barring some late heroics. It might be how this one ends. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense and Braylon Allen ready to take over again. And it's hard to believe. The stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Here's Taylor. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Another try, second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zerline. This to take the lead at the end of regulation. This kick is good. And they take the lead here late in this preseason battle.
And that's just got to be a great by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Here's first down. Here we go. One final play. Sending it deep, looking for Osborne. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
What a defensive breakdown. Mike, it's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.